So how do I go about finding an accountant once I've decided that that's what I actually want?
Okay, well, the first thing to realise with accountants is the word accountant isn't a protected title. So you might be familiar with solicitors, and if somebody holds themselves out as a solicitor, and they're not, there's some fairly serious consequences. The word accountant isn't protected, and in the same way, and that comes as a surprise to people. So, you know, in theory, anyone can set themselves up as an accountant. So what I'd always say to people is at the start, understand that. You should always ask the accountant what their professional qualification is. Do they hold professional indemnity insurance? And have they got a practicing certificate from the current institute that they're working with? Now, having said that, there is the world out there of unqualified accountants, many providing great services. The difference is in price, as you could probably understand.
Yeah.
And it really, I think at the end of the day, is weighing up the two. Always see at least two accountants. Always initially go by recommendation from a trusted friend or colleague that runs their own business. And if they're prepared to recommend their own accountant and have been working with them for years, then that's probably about as good as it gets. If that isn't available to you, the recognised institutes all have information on how to find an accountant. So for instance, I'm a member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants in England and Wales. Their website is www.icaew.co.uk, and on that website there's a Find an Accountant section. Right. So you simply put in your local postcode. It'll give you a couple of names and addresses and phone numbers, and you can go and have a chat with them. The other recognised institutes will have similar facilities. So in Scotland, Northern Ireland, there will be the similar sort of system available. But I'd always say C2, compare and contrast, go by recommendation, and as a sort of a bonus, if you like, ask them, have they got clients just like you? Yeah. So if you're going into a business that's very specialised, you'll really want an accountant that knows that inside out. So have they got other accountants like you? What are the issues that they face? What are the recent problems? And get a sense for sort of the rapport and the value that they can add. And that will be the real differentiating factor.
Right. So in essence, it's almost similar to perhaps having some work done on the house and getting yourself several quotes.
Get yourself a couple of quotes.
Yeah. Would you say is that a fair
It's a great comparison, because if the builder is from a recognised trade body, and if you've got a problem, you can go and complain to that trade body.
Right.
It's exactly the same, and you would get a couple of quotes. So another thing to think about is that you and the accountant could be working together for 20 years, longer, who knows? So it's going to be a long relationship, and there's a lot of trust and a lot of information flowing back and forward between you. So it's not really a decision to be made lightly.